Casey Anderson from Nat Geo Wild, and this is Maddie, a female bald eagle. Actually, an eagle that's an ambassador to her wild cousin. Unfortunately, when she was young, she fell and broke her wing. So now she gets to do the next best thing to being wild, and that's representing her wild cousins.
Maddie is an animal ambassador for SeaWorld. She represents the SeaWorld Conservation Fund. She was actually injured when she was a baby, taken to the Audubon Society and deemed unreleasable because of the severity of her injuries. As you can see, she's actually quite well flighted. She can actually fly. Not as well as you might think, though. During the time that we've had her, we've actually taught her how to sit on the glove comfortably and go into a kennel, go into the scale, and actually move her around from place to place. We bring her to, that's her job, is to come out, we do walk talks, we talk to guests, we go to all 3 of our parks here, and she's able to go to media events, Today's Show, and lots of different events.
Nat Geo Wild is this new network. It's completely different than National Geographic channel, but it's completely dedicated to animals. It's like all animals all the time. I have a series on there called Expedition Wild, where I trek across North America and get people up close to some of the coolest North American animals that there is. And the coolest thing of my shows is that my best friend is a 900-pound grizzly bear. It's a bear I actually rescued, similar to Maddie here, and he's now an ambassador to his wild cousins. In Expedition Wild Project Kodiak, I actually go to Kodiak, Alaska to watch the female bears there, the wild female bears, teach their cubs how to fish. A lot of people would think that bears want to fish instinctually, but it's actually a learned behavior that they pass down generation to generation and in their own style. It's really cool because each bear has their very own fishing style, and that's what they teach their cubs, and their cubs will teach their cubs. So I learned all these different styles, actually tried to do some of the styles myself, and then came back to Montana to the sanctuary and tried to teach Brutus what he would have learned from his wild mother. And there was some ups and downs, and it was a difficult thing. It's really hard to emulate what a wild female bear does. The way that I teach Brutus is literally through his emotion. If I say, hey Brutus, let's try this, and he tries it, and I say, you're being a good boy, Brutus, you're doing really good, he gets happy, he gets elated, he gets excited, he wants to do more. If I say, you're being a bad boy, he pouts, he sulks, he doesn't want to be a bad boy. So it's a real cool interaction that we have, but maybe more importantly, I have an opportunity to show the audience kind of the inside of these animals, a side of these animals that you would never see in any other way. And when you hear about a grizzly bear, it's because they've done something wrong. They're breaking into cabins or they've hurt somebody out in the wild, but they're so far from that as a being. So through our shows, it's my hope that people will see this other side and understand them, fall in love with them like I have, and then it's our hope that it'll inspire them to care about the animals. Having animals in captivity is a huge responsibility. And I think the risk factor is there, but if you're an expert and you have experience and you understand the animals and you treat them the way they need it, you can be treated like Maddie here, lives a wonderful life, has everything that she wants, then they're fine. And as long as you understand them and you treat them with the respect of a bald eagle, treat it like a bald eagle, and they're happy. And there's no better way when you get this close to a beautiful animal like this. You can understand and see things that you would never see. That Maddie allows us to have that opportunity. Being here, even today, and like a little kid, it gets me excited. I love animals, I love being close to animals. And it was that very seed as a little kid coming to SeaWorld, seeing these animals, falling in love with them, getting excited about them. That excitement pushed me to do what I'm doing for National Geographic.
Okay. What about the roller coasters?
I'm not a huge fan of roller coasters.
What if they had a grizzly bear roller coaster?
I would ride a grizzly bear roller coaster.